be in reference to Candice herself. When Paul asked the object who he was, the object replied with Newmaker. And when asked where we are, it answered under the Newmaker plane. I honestly find it quite hard to believe that Candice Newmaker is referred to in this game, because if you compare the dates, Candice died on the 18th of April 2000, but Petscop was apparently released in 1997, which would mean whoever developed this game would have had to travel in the future, then back into the past. I understand I'm talking like this game is real, which it most likely isn't, but still, that massive plot hole really confuses me. Instead of focusing on Candice, I looked up the meaning for the name Newmaker. One site I found gave its interpretation of the word. Newmaker, an idealist who dreams of living in a harmonious world. People with this name tend to be naturally loyal and compassionate. Developing those qualities further can be beneficial. Service is one of your key beliefs. You know that something is only given once it's earned. Eager to learn, your curious and tolerant essence likes progress. Not the biggest fan of secrets. Rather than keep them, you want to unveil them. Perceiving other people's feelings on a deeper level is made possible by your distinctive empathy. This essentially lets you read others like an open book. Your interest in psychology can lift your observational and deduction skills on a completely different level. Now, I couldn't find this on any other site, so unfortunately this might be the case that it's just a bunch of randomly generated nonsense, much like opening a fortune cookie. But nevertheless, the fact the meaning of Newmaker is apparently to unveil secrets and an interest in psychology really ties to Paul's character as he uncovers the Newmaker plane through a secret code. An interest in psychology ties back to Candice having constant run-ins with people who worked in that field. Newmaker could be a title given to people that enter the Newmaker plane for the first time. This isn't the first time in media where the protagonist enters an alien world and is proclaimed the chosen one to fix everything. I think this was a purpose design choice, to give subtle references to the Newmaker story but not enough to have a conclusion. Petscop isn't about Candice Newmaker. From the way I see it, we're travelling through a broken and unfinished world where very little makes sense.
The flow of time itself is convoluted.
We'll see worlds, stories, fact and fiction intertwine with one another, but it will never be the thing spearheading Petscop. After a while, the object goes from a crimson red to a bright pink that even catches Paul off guard. Paul asks the now pinked object who it is. At first, it seems like the object is broke and can't give answers anymore, until a message appears in block capitals saying, "Turn off PlayStation." Now, if we're working with our theory of colours representing characters in Petscop, the sudden change to pink must mean that Michael Hammond is controlling the object, and he's demanding Paul turns off the console. Paul asks why he should. Then Michael responds with, "Marvin picks up tool. Hurts me when PlayStation on." The poor grammar points towards this is said by a child, and Michael was 7 at the time of his apparent death. So this could genuinely be Michael